I've got some new updates. The key levels indicator finally got a little fix for the margins of the text. You can see they're all aligned very nicely in the same row. You can see over here too, they're all lined up on the same margin. After I had removed some diagonal lines from the indicator so it would appear clean on the higher time frame, like this lovely 60-minute chart over here. No diagonal lines, just clean, easy to read key levels from multiple sessions. After I made that fix, a few of the lines had different margins that were a little bit askew. So those are all fixed right now. And there's also now a free template available in the WAP user area for this indicator. And if you download that template and install the template, it will make your key levels indicator look just like mine with all the same settings that I'm currently using. With the default settings, the text is a little bit bigger and it doesn't have the pre-market range set up or the midnight level. But if you get the template, you can use the template to have it set up just like I have. So if you already have the key levels indicator, just go into your WAP user area and download the latest version. Import that into your NinjaTrader, and if prompted, click yes to replace the old version, and you should be good to go. Also, if you already downloaded the key levels template, I just uploaded a new template file for the key levels. So you'll want to grab the new template file as well as the new indicator file. If you're not using the template, there's obviously no need to download it, but there is an updated version. I also am very, very close to finishing this imbalance signal indicator. In fact, I might actually be finished, but I want to do a little bit more testing. But it's been running very smoothly, and I've been able to use it with the new chart trading buttons. It enters into trades when the arrows appear. It's working perfectly. And then another update. This one is for the ultimate POC indicator. I've got a new special signal that will detect point of control anywhere in the wick. And on a time-based chart, this might or might not be helpful, but where it will really shine is on the MMT delta bars and also the King Renko bars. So with the MMT delta bars, I'm looking for when the point of control is up in the wicks. You can see point of control is up in the wick in a lot of these candles on the way down here. Then we got point of control in the bottom wick on the way up a couple times. And then also on the King Renko charts, when you see point of control down into the wick, it's a nice long signal. Here's point of control up in the top wick, nice short signal. Another point of control up in the top wick, another one, another one, another one, another one. So the delta bars and the King Renkos using the point of control in the wick signal, I think will potentially be very helpful. And then it will print a signal when it is in the wick. So when that signal appears, you'll be able to recognize it with the chart trader buttons, automatically enter into trades when point of control is in the wicks. And if you wanted to make sure it was a big wick, you could pair it up with the price action indicator and have a signal printing for big wicks as well as point of control into the wick. And then you could add signal counter on top of that and have it recognize when there is two signals present on any one bar. And then if the signal counter was printing, say, white arrows, then you can have the chart trader set up to only take trades based off of white arrows. And that would only happen when both signals were present on one bar, both a big wick and point of control into the wick. So a lot of different ways you can combine these indicators to make some great trading systems that might fit your own personal trading style. So here's the ultimate POC. Here's the new point of control in the wicks feature. You can also set a tick distance from the edge of the body. So if you don't want to get a point of control that's right up against the edge of the body, you can set the tick distance so the point of control has to at least be away from the edge of the body by a certain number of ticks. Then it will print triangles, arrows, or dots. So it's all set up, but the signals are not printing for some reason. So I'm just waiting for my coder to fix that little glitch. And we've also made value plots available. So you can use the ultimate POC in Strategy Builder. It's got a value plot for the actual point of control, and then it's got a value plot for the wick signals. So look for that update hopefully soon in the future. And right now the key levels update is available. And also anyone that hasn't updated their ultimate Heikin Ashi indicator in the past month, I made a new update for this that got rid of the pop-up alerts. On this particular indicator, there was an issue with the pop-up alerts. On one of the sections, it was causing the computer to freeze after the pop-up arrived and you weren't able to close out the pop-up for some reason. So I just got rid of all the pop-up alerts. I never use those anyway. So if you haven't recently updated your Ultimate Heikin-Ashi, you'll want to go into your WAP user area and get the latest download for that file as well. So everything's coming together. I just sent out the last revisions, hopefully, for the flow stack. And then I truly think the MMT indicator collection will be complete. I had a decent Friday. I'll try and show some of the trades I took at the end of this video. Apex Trader Funding has that 90% off sale going on all weekend long with the discounted lifetime PA activation fees. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for the support. Just signed on to the late afternoon session, grabbed a short, did this pretty epic down move, pulled back up to yesterday's low. So I'm looking for short entries on the 1 minute chart. I've got a delta percent washout signal and a delta percent divergence signal. The background turned red from the Heikin-Ashi, and then the delta percent candles started turning red. Got into a short there. Just popped down over 10 points from the close of that candle. Just grabbed another short here. We had a pretty decent sized full body candle to the downside. Heikin-Ashi background was turning bearish. So then I was just waiting for it to move below the 20. Once we did, I was looking for a possible retest of the 250 SMA. We just made it down to the 250. Added a few more micros to the pile. Think I'm going to be done for the day since it's a Friday. Now we just got a bunch of washout signals building up and then an imbalance signal to the upside here. It just popped up about 10 points. Wicked right off of the 250 SMA. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.